Hey everybody, this is Tyler back here for another video. Sorry, I forgot to I left my prediction on there for half a second, but might be able to tell by this map. I will be doing a prediction for the 2020 presidential election. So let's change this to Bo Biden and Donald Trump. All right. All right, so let's start off with the red states. Let's do that first. He won last time. Let's start with them this time. So let's start with the usual suspects here. Of course, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee. I mean, I said that really weird. Kentucky, West Virginia. Now, normally Indiana would be more of a competitive state, but because Vice President Pence used to be governor of Indiana, I'll give this a solid red state. Of course, we got Oklahoma, all these guys over here in Alaska. I'm sounding very weird in this video, and of course South Carolina. Let's move on to the more likely red states. I'm going to put these two because Obama managed to actually win Iowa in one of his, I believe it was in the 2008 election. He might have also done that in 2012. I am not 100% sure about that. And Missouri here is more likely. It's never really gone Democratic ever recently. Maybe it went for Bill Clinton, but I'm not fully sure about that. And let's go for the leans, the leaning Republican states. I put Georgia as a leans Republican. I'll put this is all my opinion, but based off polling I've seen recently as well. And yes, I know some might say something. You can't trust polls. I don't think you can. Look how they totally screwed up their predictions 2016 and all predicted that Clinton would win. And the libertarian Gary Johnson was polling at 13% at one point. Yes, I can understand he would have had a boost due to the dissatisfaction with both candidates, but I highly doubt he was ever at 13% at any point. So, little rant that had nothing to do with this. I'll put some other states at tilt. I've got Texas also leans Republican. Some ones that tilt Republican are Florida, North Carolina, and Ohio. Always very competitive states in the election. Oh, I forgot to mention that normally Trump, not Trump specifically, the Republicans win one of Maine's electoral votes, and the Democrats win one of Missouri's electoral votes. Well, now we're going to be on to the blue state. Let's go again for the usual suspects, these safe blue states here. Of course, D.C. is always blue, and the rest of Maine. Oops, that erased my previous thing. And then let's go for the likely states. Or I forgot Illinois. That's always a big one. Likely states. These include states like Nevada, New Mexico, Colorado, Virginia. Now, I'm actually going to put Pennsylvania here. I am aware that Trump won Pennsylvania by a solid margin in 2016. But because it is Biden's home state, and very rarely do candidates lose their home state, I'm going to put it in the likely category. Same thing with Minnesota. Even though it's very close to 2016, I do believe that Biden has a better chance of winning it. For the leans category, I'm going to put Wisconsin, Michigan, and New Hampshire. New Hampshire is always very close, so I don't believe the Republicans won it since George W. Bush. And I'm not sure if he won it it was one of the elections of either 2000 or 2004 against Kerry or Gore. I'm not exactly sure. So I'm aware that Trump won both Wisconsin and Michigan in 2016, though I do believe that Biden has a better chance there right now due to the fact that a lot of Democrats were not big fans of Hillary Clinton. That's an understatement. A lot of Democrats hated Hillary Clinton. That's why they voted for Jill Stein or Gary Johnson. And that's why there's a huge third-party surge. More establishment Republicans who were not big fans of Trump also went towards Gary Johnson or towards the independent Evan McMullin. And I'm totally off topic now, but I was about to mention that Arizona is looking like it might go blue this year. I am going to put it as a tilt toward the Democratic Party. And this brings me to my final prediction. Yes, I am predicting, as you can see, that Joe Biden will win the election and according to my prediction, be the 46th president. Now, this will be a very close election because I'm always seeing stuff where people are like, oh, Biden will win in a landslide, or oh, Trump will win in a landslide. We have not really had a landslide since the election of 1988 Bush v. Dukakis. Some people may call 2008 Obama v. McCain a landslide. I wouldn't really call it a landslide till it's over 400 electoral votes. And yes, I'm aware that I believe Clinton won 400. Maybe he might have a 96 against Dole. I'm not 100% sure. I do not have the exact totals memorized. But I still wouldn't call the last landslide as being since 1988. And of course, Reagan's huge blowout victories, Nixon's Omega blowout victory, of course, Lyndon B. Johnson's blowout victory in 1964. And I'm, again, off topic. I have a habit of doing that. If I ever make more videos like this, you will see that. But yes, this is my prediction. These are according to polls. Yes, I mentioned before that I personally do not trust polls. I know a lot of people don't. They failed to predict 2016. But as the polls stand, actually, well, some polls are showing that Ohio, North Carolina, and Florida will go to Biden. I do not believe that will happen. As you can see in my prediction here, that it'll be, I put them all tilting towards President Trump. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. Not really. I don't think any third parties like Joe Jorgensen of the Libertarians or Howie Hawkins of the Greens will have really an effect in this election. At the highest, Joe Jorgensen was polling at 2%. Howie Hawkins never got above 1. Now they are both below 1%. They're basically non-factors in this election at this point, unlike both the Gary Johnson and Jill Stein in the 2016 election. Same thing with Evan McMullen in specifically Utah. Other than that, outside that, he was a non-factor. And again, off topic, it's very trend with me. Some issues I think will be dominating this campaign. I'll not be sharing my opinions on these issues. I'll just be sharing what the issues are. The coronavirus pandemic, kind of an obvious one. The unrest related to race that the country has experienced this year. I'm not really going to go into my personal opinions about it. I'm just saying, of course, it's undebatably going to be an issue. And there's also the economy, which the stock market specifically is actually doing pretty good right now, very good right now. And though that doesn't mean it's stable, it could crash at any moment. In fact, due to the announcement of the Trump administration cutting the talks with the Democrats about the stimulus checks, went down about 400 points there. It's a pretty big loss for them. I'm not saying it was specifically caused by that. That's just the cause and effect. That announcement was a factor in that. I'm not sharing my personal opinions about that. Well, anyways, this is actually my second time recording this video because my previous time recording this video is stuck processing. You might have seen it there in the corner there for a little bit. I'm not sure if my thing is my recording software caught me switching tabs there, but anyways, thank you for watching this video. To whoever watched it, not really planning on editing this. I think I might just see if it'll actually work this time. If not, I'll have to use something else. My normal recording software isn't that good. But anyways, thanks to anyone who watched, and I will see you in a future video, which might be another video on Alan Wake, Hearts Around 4, or I might do something like analyze previous elections. Thank you guys for watching this.